Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, it's time to smash, smash, smash. Birthday Smash is a 6% IPA from North Center Brewing Company in Northville, Michigan. While it's true it's almost my birthday, believe it or not, North Center didn't brew this one for me. I know, it's a big surprise, but they brewed this for their 7th anniversary, which happened just this past weekend while you're watching this. Now, if you are watching this video right now, which you should be because you're hearing me talk, the bad news is you missed the big party, but the good news is that they've always got beer on tap. You can go there anytime to experience what they're all about. They've got a lot of different great beers. As the name would imply, this is a SMaSH IPA, which means it's a single malt, single hop IPA. And in this case, the single malt is Maris Otter and the hop is Michigan Aztec. So let's take a look at the label. We'll get it into a glass and see what it's all about. But first, I'd like to thank my executive producers, Brian Kramer, David Jeffries, Vinny Cant, and Cam Freeman for helping to bring this review to you today. If you'd like to become a producer, help out the channel or just throw me a couple bucks to buy me a beer, take a look at my Patreon at patreon.drafttherapy.com, where you can get early access to these videos and a few other special perks that are available only to patrons. If you don't want to throw me a couple bucks to buy me a beer, the next best thing you could do is share this video with your friends. We'll widen the net, get the word out about Draft Therapy, get other people into Michigan craft beer and other types of craft beer that I take a look at. So we're going to take a look at the label here, starting off. Across the top in red, it says North Center Brewing Company, which is where this beer is from. And on the label, it has this really dark blue and even darker, like navy blue stripes, kind of diagonal stripes. It has a birthday, looks like a birthday hat with some confetti flying out of it. They've got a hop cone. They've got some malt here. It says Birthday Smash Ale. Underneath that, like I mentioned before, it says single malt and single hop from North Center Brewing Company, with some more malt, some wheat, some hops, some beer flowing in the background, and their slogan, which I totally stand behind 1000%. If you like it, it's a good beer. If we turn it around to the back, it says Birthday Smash is a single malt, single hop pale ale. We use Maris Otter malt for a full-bodied backbone and Michigan Aztec hops for a slight citrus aroma. This brew is smashable. And underneath that, it says 6% alcohol by volume, lets you know that it's 1 pint, brewed and bottled by North Center Brewing Company, 410 North Center Street, Northville, Michigan. Again, if you like it, it's a good beer. On the left side over here, it has the government warning, all the cash deposit information. There is no canned on date on this, but I literally picked this up during their anniversary party, which again happened just this past Saturday, which I believe was the 16th. Yeah, because I'm recording this on the 17th, which is the day after the party was. So I'm going to use an IPA glass. We're going to crack this. We're going to put a nose on the can, which is what we do all the time. And let's see where we go. Generally, these beers, these reviews will be the first impression that I've had of a beer. I did try this beer because I was really looking forward to it. I tried last year's Birthday Smash. The hop was a little bit different. It's not the same hop that's in this one, but we'll talk about it. We'll go through the paces. So let's put a nose on it. It has a little bit of a citrus aroma. It's not super in your face. It's not super, it just doesn't have a really massive aroma, but we're talking about the can here. Let's go ahead and pour it. It's coming out a nice, pale yellow. It has a little bit of looks like a little bit of a haze on the pour. We're going to go right down the hatch here. We're going to kick up some head. And we're going to let it settle in there. I've got just a tiny bit left in the can here, but as you can see, I'm looking at about 2 fingers ahead. The head itself is very compact, has these nice kind of bubbles. I'm smelling a little bit more of a citrus aroma right now, just off the pour. But again, we're about 2 fingers ahead. A little bit off-white, shading a little bit towards maybe like a yellowish orange kind of head here. Let's hold it up to the light. And that is just well, it's pretty hazy actually. It was a little bit hazier than I was expecting. If I put my fingers in front of here, it's still golden yellow across the top, golden orange. Down at the bottom, it thins out, but that's more just the glass. And I can really not see my fingers detail, but I can clearly see shadow through the glass here, through the beer. Let's put a nose on the beer, and actually looking at it at different light, it does look a little bit more white than it did when it was sitting straight in front of me. Let's put a nose on the beer here. It is a little bit more full aroma now. I'm getting a lot more of a citrus aroma. It has a bit of a sweet citrus, a sweet orange aroma, but enough with the smelling. Let's try it out. Cheers. As always, we talk about the mouthfeel. That's the first thing we always talk about on Draft Therapy on this channel. So the mouthfeel is a little bit, it's a little bit shading towards medium, but it does have a nice kind of lighter edge to it. It has a little bit of a chewiness, but it also has that kind of lighter, crisper edge to it. It's obviously not quite as crisp or as light as a lager or, you know, a macro style Pilsner or a Bud, you know, that kind of thing. I was going to say like a Bud Light, but you know that it's a little bit heavier than that. But it's crisp, but it still has that kind of medium mouthfeel, that medium body. Let's talk about the flavor as I take another drink here. What I'm getting here, you can taste that maltiness. You can taste it has a little bit of a sweet kind of malty flavor, but it also has a nice orange kind of burst to it. It's not overly orangey. It's not like super orangey, and it's not overly bitter either. You get a bit of a citrus bitterness to it. You get that on the finish, on the tail end, but you get a lot more of that malty sweetness, and it's not so much malty like when I think of like Midwest IPAs. I get more of kind of like the malts sometimes can be so strong that you're getting kind of this cedary kind of taste. With this, you're getting a little bit more malty sweetness than you're getting, but it still has a malty flavor to it. I do like that this has that, you get that malty sweetness on the up front, and then you get that kind of citrus sweetness in the middle, and on the finish, you're getting just this real subtle, smooth citrus bitterness. I would say the look of it looks a lot more like a New England or like a hazy, but the flavor of it tastes more like a straight up traditional IPA. And being a SMaSH IPA, a SMaSH ale, it doesn't have, you know, it's not super complex. It's pretty straightforward. What you taste at first taste is what you get throughout the entire taste. But it's nice that it's 6% because this is super crushable. It's really mild in all the different flavors. It's not super sweet, super malty sweet. It's not super citrusy, and it's not super bitter. So it's a nice mild kind of overall flavor. It sits under this really nice kind of mild umbrella. I really do feel like, and like I said, I had last year's birthday SMaSH, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, they changed the hop varietal that they used from last year to this year, and I think it was more like a supply thing than anything else. And I think that they did this year. I don't know if they do this every year, but I know that you know, they probably changed the hop. I could be wrong, North Center. If you're watching, correct me. If you can kind of maybe spell it out a little bit better for me. But I do like that this year's has that kind of real mild flavor. It's not really strong, like super punchy in any direction, but it's just really crushable, really smashable, something that you can drink. And you could probably, it's 6%, low ABV. It's got a great taste. And yeah, if you're in the Northville area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. This beer might not still be available by the time you get to check it out. But again, this channel sometimes is more of kind of shedding a light or exposing breweries that you might not have checked out before or even knew that they were there. And just, you know, stop in and have a beer. I think this is a really good example of their style. They do a lot of traditional styles. They do go a little bit crazy here and there once in a while, but I feel like their tap list for the most part is very traditional and very solid straight up. If you're not looking for something super crazy over the top, but you're looking for just a good beer that you can sit down and drink, I think North Center's an awesome place for that. All right, friends, that has been Birthday SMaSH from North Center Brewing Company in Northville, Michigan. Have you had this beer before? Have you been to North Center Brewing Company before? Do you have a favorite SMaSH IPA that's readily available you think I should try? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, if you like beer, you might want to subscribe and click that bell. I'm here talking about beer twice a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays is all for free for viewers just like you. And you might miss your newest favorite if you're not subscribed and getting those notifications. If you're already subscribed, if you're already getting notifications, make sure you share this video to your friends. Let's widen that net. Let's get a little bit more interaction here with the community. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries. These guys are in Northville, Michigan. And most importantly, don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Cheers.